Hi, I'm Emily Haines from Metric. Our new record called Fantasies is coming out April 14th, and you're watching Buzznet. Delightful.
Yeah. We are here with Emily Haines from Metric, who is nice enough to invite us into her hotel suite and be the first Popsicle interview.
A great honor.
It's a privilege for us as well. We've been waiting a really long time for the right subject, and, you know, when I think of Emily Haines, I think popsicles.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I refuse to take that as anything but a compliment.
You should. So I guess to start out, I was reading how, you know, a lot of people who are Metric fans were able to see you, hopefully, on your solo jaunts, and it kind of hit you during one of those shows. You didn't want to... You were done kind of wallowing.
It was pretty recent that happened.
Delicious.
And because I did tour it for... The solo record came out in 2006. And it was a good, couple years. It was, late 2008 that I was just like, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I've dealt with what needed to be dealt with this music. And I really need to feel something else. And it's part of one of the benefits of being an independent artist is that, I think I know that I can obey those things in myself and always stay true to, I play music because I love to play it.
How would you compare the person you were when that came out to the person you were when you decided that you wanted to put that to the side? I
had just come back from my third trip to Argentina, which is a really inspiring place for me, writing the Metric record. So I just was having this... I don't know how much with travel, if you get this, but sometimes it just turns everything around and the things that you take for granted about mundane life just suddenly come to life again. And it's like, there's so much to see in the world and there's so much to do, and really felt that I couldn't afford to spend any more time looking backwards,
But if you could tell me a little bit about, what inspired the song.
This record, we really wanted to explore something else, and I didn't want to make a record about being in a band. I think that's not what needed to happen. So one of the tests, one of the concepts behind it was this campfire test approach to the songs, where every single one needed to be able to be played on an acoustic guitar, top to bottom, or on a piano or whatever. But that the song itself would stand up under the most basic arrangements, which was really amazing to see how it changed our writing. And the point is to express a feeling. And there are 1,000 witty things that you can say 1,000 witty ways, but that the idea is not to be impressive, but to be emotive. And if it didn't pass both of those sort of tests of making you feel something and also being able to stand up on a really basic structure, then it didn't make it on the record. So it's a cool exercise. Well, and it came out of, for me as well, doing some research of listening to songs that I consider classic and brilliant, and actually just learning to play them, and it blew my mind. Songs that I thought were so complex, it'd be that's C, G, and F. I can't believe it. It's just C, G, and F. So it really made an impact on me.
And you must be excited to hit the road again and bring those songs to life on stage. And I'm wondering what has been one of the most memorable fan encounters you've ever had.
It's sort of a strange roundabout reference, but it's the first thing I thought of is at Heath Ledger's funeral. Because he was a friend of mine. I met Ben Harper for the first time, and he said, "You're Emily Haines? Knives Don't Have Your Back. That's the best album title. Tell me what that means. What does it mean?" And we listened to it all the time, and which was really, especially because it was such a sad day and such a strange day. That was definitely one where it was really an honor that he was a fan and that he was interested in what the hell I was talking about in the riddles.
Do you ever kind of take a look around and you're like, okay, I know what our path is, or I know where we need to go to kind of make it past all the people that are just kind of coming up to come up?
I think for us it's just about wanting to get everything internally working right, and so that we represent who we really are. And I think everything comes from that. We really, I was talking to a friend yesterday, he's known us since the beginning. We really did come from we couldn't have started lower to the bottom. Silver Lake Lounge, 4 people. Silver Lake Lounge, 5 people. And literally, I remember Jimmy saying at one point, he was like, I know we're doing this grassroots, but are we really going to win fans over one by one in all these towns across the country? He was like, Yeah, we are.
Do you guys know when you'll be out on the road?
I think we're planning on letting it sit for a minute. It's always a weird feeling on like the day your record comes out that you're like, you know, and nobody's heard it, you know, and you're kind of like, oh. Although in this case, it's kind of cool because the way we approached it is we really wrote the record with our fans,
right?
Because we toured the song so much, and we've had some people write to us being like, I love what you did to, like, you know, the second verse, how you changed that, and like, so people know a lot of the new stuff already. So people know the songs, but they don't know the definitive version that's on the record. So
well, they will soon.
They will soon enough.
And I'm done with it.
Me too. That was delicious. My hand is sticky.
I know, my hands are a little bit sticky too. Next time I need to bring napkin. Thank you so much.
My
and
pleasure.
I'm stoked for the new record, as I'm sure are a lot of people on Buzznet.
Thanks a lot.
We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it.
How I'm alive, my heart keeps beating like a